The legends were real. For millennia, this ruin held a secret. A prison of stone shatters. The Lord of the Wildfire, Rudra, is reborn in an explosion of pure. His first breath is destruction. The air crackles with untamed energy. The fiery tiger god stands triumphant, a being of an elemental fire. A silent scream that tears the fabric of the jungle apart. His release is an extinction-level event.
But his awakening has alerted something else. Something older. Something cold.
Across the ruins, the waters churn. Rival, the thing root. Meet Garon, the stone-scaled leviathan, a creature of earth and malice. Its presence is oppressive, a mountain of ancient the ultimate clash of fire and earth, maidens. Rudra knows this sound. It is the echo of its destiny.
The air itself grows thin and charged. The first moves of a cosmic struggle are about to be made.
Hate meets fire. The war begins. Now. A battlefield carved from an ancient civilization. Get ready for Monsterverse-level action. And caught in the middle, the humans.
Garon advances, a slow-motion earthquake. Its scales are stronger than any armor.
Rudra readies its lethal strike. Speed will be its weapon against the Leviathan's sheer mass. The air itself is being drawn into its maw. Charge. Rudra is a living comet, aiming for the weak points. The Leviathan counters. A tail sweep that could demolish a skyscraper.
Evasion. A near miss. Rudra's claws ignite Garon's stone hide, revealing weakness. Snap. The crushing power of a god's bite. Rudra has to maintain momentum or be pulverized. Rudra's retaliatory swipe. A superheated blow to the face. Those are the first deep wounds.
A raw test of strength. Fire meets stone in a titanic grapple. The very foundations of the ancient world are being ripped apart beneath them. Garon's sheer bulk is overpowering Rudra. The raw might of the earth is too much. Crash!
Rudra is thrown like a doll. The defensive structures of the temple are proving useless.
A testament to its own godly endurance. Rudra is unbroken, but it needs a new strategy.
The toxic beam. A concentrated blast of geothermal energy that incinerates everything in its path.
This is true environmental devastation. The beam leaves a permanent scar on the Earth itself. Rudra's tactical genius. It sees the opening and is moving for the unprotected flank.
A critical hit. The claws penetrate deep, and the fire energy cauterizes the Leviathan's hide.
Garon's pain is seismic. It thrashes wildly, trying to crush the fiery parasite clinging to its flank.
We have to find the altar. It's the only way to rebind them.
Glyphs. They show a map. The seal is in the central arena.
Thrown clear, but ready for more. The true test of a god's will. Garon brings the earth itself into the battle. Cracks of raw tectonic power divide the ground. Agility meets adversity. Rudra uses the chasm as a jumping challenge, not a barrier. A hail of toxic plasma. The speed and power are overwhelming. A hit. A hit. The power of the Earth God has pierced Rudra's defenses. They're chained. The altar is a containment vessel, not a tomb. We have to power the seal. Absolute power unleashed. Rudra taps into the core of its being, forging a sun-level fireball. This is a final, desperate attack. A plasma cannon aimed at the heart of the Leviathan. Garon erects a geothermal shield, the ultimate defensive stand.
The cataclysmic impact. Fire and earth cancel each other out in a universe-shattering flash.
The whole temple is going to collapse! We have to go now!
The shield held, but the Leviathan is battered and vulnerable. Rudra is exhausted. The tide of the battle is about to turn against the fire god. A moment of lull and reflection. But the true target for both of them must be the altar of the seal. Garon moves for the kill, but Rudra's reaction is unexpected. The Guardian's instinct takes over. Rudra knows the true danger is the altar. The ambush. Garon's brute force and cunning are unmatched. The jaws of the god miss by inches. The clang rings out like a death knell.
Rudra uses the momentum against him. A tactical throw towards the largest, weakest structure.
Trapped. The pillar collapses. A brief respite, but one Rudra will use strategically.
The apex predator surveys the field. The game is shifting from brute force to godly strategy.
The fury of the earth. Garon shrugs off a mountain of rock. Mere stone cannot contain this power. A challenge delivered through pure vibration.
The lever. The ancient mechanism that controls the seal's power source. It's near the main entrance.
The retreat. Rudra knows the battle cannot be won on its terms. It must draw Garon to the focal point of their prison.
The titanic chase. Speed versus relentless power. The gods race toward their final confrontation.
Rudra used the environment. Garon redefines it. The sheer velocity of destruction is staggering.
Rudra's graceful evasion. Met with Garon's pure, infuriated momentum. Nothing will stand in its way.
The human element steps out of the shadow. They are the only ones who can re-engage the seal.
Leap versus demolish. A perfect contrast of their combat styles.
The central arena. The altar of containment. The battle ends here. Rudra claims the source of power. It is making its last. Garon knows the stakes. The altar is the key to both their freedom and their re-imprisonment.
A predator's calculation. Garon won't simply charge into the enemy's power source.
That's it! The chaining altar! We need to find the lever now.
The Guardian's defiance. Rudra is at full, radiant power. The charge. No more games. Garon is going to shatter the power source itself.
Incredible agility. Rudra's final maneuver is a perfect acrobatic evasion.
Impact. is disastrous. The seal is failing. The damage has critically compromised the prison. Rudra recognizes the existential threat. The battle is paused. The fate... Oh no, he's freeing himself! Garon is amplified. The weakening prison has released its true, unlimited power. Rudra's power is draining. The balance of the prison seal was his life support.
The death blow. Garon strikes while the iron is cold, seizing Rudra's leg.
The death roll. A savage, animalistic maneuver to tear the fire god apart. This is the most brutal moment of the fight. Rudra is in mortal danger. Rudra fights a fight for its life. A desperate, fiery defense. The Leviathan is coldly efficient. It will not stop until the tiger god is broken.
The lever! We have to do it now!
It's stuck! Push!
The ultimate defense. Rudra channels its last core of fire into a hyper-concentrated blast.
Internal blast. A massive surge of pure fire into Garon's unarmored throat. Freedom! Garon is stunned, its power momentarily disrupted. Rudra is crippled, but alive. It's working! The power conduit is open! The sealing energy is being channeled back. The altar will be restored.
Garon recognizes the threat. It must destroy the seal before it is too late.
The Guardian's sacrifice. Rudra's final, limping charge to protect the seal. Rudra uses its entire body as a brake. A desperate hold. The ultimate dogfight on the Leviathan's back. Time is running out. The seal is restored. The power of the prison returns. It needs a lock to finish the lock. It's might. Containment wave. The seal is fully restored and active. Garon's power is extinguished. The chains are locking. Rudra's energy is stabilized. The Guardian is ready for its eternal slumber. Too late. The Leviathan is vulnerable. The blue chains of binding wrap around the Earth God. Final, desperate struggle against destiny. But the seal is absolute. Rudra accepts its role as guardian once more. Its duty is fulfilled.
The human price is paid. A hero's sacrifice to save the world.
Petrification complete. Garon is a statue of eternal rage. The light is gone. The menace is contained. Rudra's formation is one of noble slumber. Peace returns. The eternal standoff is re-established. The final image. A perfect, terrifying balance. the dawn of silence. They witnessed a clash of gods and survived. The seal is steady, but for how long? A permanent scar, a reminder of the price of freedom. And the marks of the fire god's fury upon the earth. World is safe, for now. But the jungle bears the wounds of their wrath.
The journey out is long. Their lives are changed forever.
They wait. The god of fire and the leviathan of earth. The guardian's consciousness sleeps, but it is not gone. And the leviathan's hatred endures in the stone. The silence is not peace. It is waiting.
The eternal war continues in the silence. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for more cinematic creature features.
Rudra versus Garon. Fire versus earth. The next cataclysm awaits.